Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Previously, we took care of Creepy Castle's boss, King Cutout, in very easy fashion, not a hard boss fight at all to do. And because of that, we wrapped up Creepy Castle itself, which was a very good level atmosphere-wise, and had lots of great music too, actually. I neglected to point that out. Probably not as much as I wanted to, but just so you know, Creepy Castle, for the most part, very good music it has. We also rounded up the rest of the blueprints we got for Snide and turned all those in, thus completing his blueprint board. And those will be helpful to us in this final level of the game. So all we have to do is just turn invisible like before. And today we're going to make our way across this pit of lava, head to the other side, and commence, like I said, the final operation of the game, the main operation, so to speak. Goodbye, I haven't got all day. Show the bananas and I'm out of this dump. We only needed 100 to get by B-Locker for the final time, but we have more than... We actually have exactly double that amount. What am I saying? We have exactly double that amount to get through B-Locker for the last time. Something I want to mention before we enter this door. I can't turn non-invisible from this, alright, whatever. I'll stay invisible like this for as long as I want while I'm talking about this little factoid. The emblem on B-Locker's head is actually a frame from a cut graphic. It was used in the minecart minigame at Jungle Japes when it was shown in a demo build of this game, but now it's just resorted to use as a little detail now on B-Locker's model for the final product. Just want to point that out before we enter this door. With all that being said, let's commence the main operation and take the fight to K-Rool. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! It's the Cogs! Wake up, you fools, and activate the machine! But it's not fully tested yet. It might explode and destroy us all. Don't tell me what I can't do! Please, bastard, just give us a few more hours! No, the time has come. Goodbye, DK Isles! Here's the deal, Kong. The blueprints you found have allowed me to block the Blast-O-Matic's firing sequence for 50 minutes. You must locate and deactivate the machine in the main cavern. Hurry, or you won't have an island to go back to. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final level of the game, Hideout Helm. And true to what Sty said, we have 50 minutes to get through this. At least that's provided if you collected all of the blueprints in the game. If you didn't collect them all, then the number of minutes you would get would correspond to the number of blueprints that you did collect. For one blueprint, you get 1 minute added to the clock. What happens if you don't collect any of the blueprints in the game? You can't go into this level, but you'll only have a whopping 10 minutes to get through this last level. And trust me, that's not going to be enough time for you to get through this if you're playing like normally. Unless you're speedrunning through this game and know like glitches to get through some of the parts of this level, you're not going to be able to beat this in 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's a guarantee. If the time runs out, obviously that's going to cause a game over. So that's why it's very imperative for you to collect as many blueprints as you can. As I demonstrated, it's very easy, more or less, to get all the blueprints in the game. And if you get like maybe more than half at least, then you'll be in relatively good standings, depending on how much you do collect in terms of the blueprints, and as well as how fast you can get through Hideout Helm. So the enemies you have to worry about in this level are the critters, claptraps, clumps, and koshas. Oh, can't believe those guys are back. as well as Mecha Zingers. We haven't seen those guys in a while, I think since Frantic Factory is that last enemy. We saw that we'll have unlimited crystal coconuts in this level, for some odd reason. I guess they figured that you might end up using a lot of those as much as you can. Well, Island's doomed. Game over, everybody. Good night. I was completely careless to do that jump there. Thankfully, that's the cause like the game over cutscene to activate, which I don't think I've actually shown up until this point. I think I will show that off after we do get through Hideout Helm. So thankfully, it just knocks us back to the beginning of this level, so I don't have to worry about losing that much time. I have gone through this level several times before, with a substantial amount of time left over, so I'm not worried about like pacing myself in order to complete Hideout Helm. I'm very confident that we'll get through this maybe in the first 20 to 30 minutes. That's what I'm willing to bet. That's usually how much time I'm able to get through this last level. Gotta get through all the baddies first. All these guys are in my way. You figure this would be like where the elite of K. Rool's army would be? Not really. They're all baddies who've taken on before, so we won't have anything surprising we'll have to worry about going into this final stretch. So this first part of the helm is just combining some of the stuff that we've gone through before and just using our heads to see where we can use those abilities at which point. Like right here, we have to turn tiny with tiny, go even tinier I guess, and go through this pipe I think? No, that pipe's not accessing anywhere. Where can I go now? It has been a while since I've gone through the helm, admittedly so. With that being said, like I said, I'm not too worried about going through the level. It's just gonna take some time for me to get my whereabouts since it has been a while since I've gone through this entire place. Ow! Stupid claptrap getting in my way. There's another one! Man, these guys are really going all out. Maybe I underestimated just how vicious this army can really be. I thought they were taking me lightly since they were, you know, napping on the job, including Carol himself. Maybe I was giving these guys a little less credit than I should have really given them. Find a tag barrel to switch to Diddy. So 11 for DK2. I'm pretty sure we just switch to DK first, not DK, Diddy first. So going through the tag barrel gets us up here. It's good that we have a limited crystal coconuts. I was gonna say this before. Wait, we need to activate the lever first. Is it good that we have a limited coconuts? Because I think that they were probably expecting the player to have trouble like refilling on their coconut amount. That's probably why we have a limited supply for the helm. Just to make things a little bit easier for the player. If that's true, that's kind of considerate of them to do that. Which might mean we'll have to use a lot of our coconut related abilities in order to get through the helm. Like with Diddy's rocket barrel, we'll have 60 seconds to get through all those stars. I like how the music doesn't change whenever you're in a rocket barrel or a crystal related ability or the tag barrel. It really goes to show just how dire the situation truly has become and just how serious you should take this. Also, the music itself just has a like final level climactic feel to it. It's been orchestrated and arranged pretty well. That's of course just to go without saying because most of the music in this game we've experienced is pretty good. Now go through all those stars, we'll open the doors in 1 through 5. The first way to go through is with DK. If you weren't paying attention to what color which door we have to go through which Kong, don't worry about that. We got like 43 minutes left, a little bit more than that, so we still got plenty of time to figure out who needs to go where and what they need to do in order to complete their little part in taking down the Blast-O-Matic. First off, we should probably hang on to Chunky for a little while because most of these doors might be blocked off by a steel grate. So we'll have to bust all those down with a primate punch before we can actually go into any of these doors. So the first one will be with DK. We'll need to use his bongos. After every room you complete, another music pad will appear in the next room you're supposed to go in. They're not gonna all appear like all at once, so you can't just pick and choose where to go. You have to do them numerically. There might be at least one more we could go to because I'm pretty sure Diddy's door we will need to use his rocket barrel to get to his spot. So that should be the last grate we could take down. We'll go back to the tag barrel and switch off to DK. Go over there. There we go. So let's find his door first. It should be on the bottom floor. Right over there. And if we use the music pad to get through this screen door, gotta make sure I'm in the right position first. Remember, if you're on the edge of a music pad, then the actual effect will not count. You have to be on the pad itself for whatever will open when you do use your music ability. So go through a screen door will get us to a pair of oil drums. We'll have to go through these oil drums and complete what they have presented to us in order to get what looks like to be a banana medal. We'll go more to that once we complete these barrel challenges, so to speak. Hey Donkey, jump into that blast barrel and hit 3 targets. So these are going to be unique minigames that we haven't seen anywhere else before in the game. They're only exclusive to Hideout Helm. So just pay attention to what you need to do, and then attempt to fulfill the conditions that are given to you. In this case, we'll have to take down 3 targets out of these 4. Yeah, got it. I usually have a bit of trouble with the timing on those targets. So I'm very surprised I got that on my first go. And all of these challenges actually have their own names. When I say that they're exclusive and unique to the final level, I really mean it. I think the first one we just went through was called Barrel Blast for DK. And another one he'll go through. Look at this, it's Ramby! Wow, it's Ramby! Thanks game, I just said that. Goes back to Kremlings, but watch out for the power pylons. So we gotta take down 18 of these Kremlings, but like Squawks, at least what I believe to be Squawks, is telling us, watch out for these power pylons. These enemies will respawn almost immediately, so it's best to take them out in a group. Dang it. I ran into one of the pylons by accident. Oh well. We've got 40 minutes left, so I'm still not worried about running out of time. Just gotta be careful where you steer Randy. Since he doesn't have like the best traction in the world, it's best to not take care of any of the Kremlings that are like near a pylon, like one of those guys was touching right over there. Otherwise you might collide with the pylon and you'll have to restart the challenge all over again. So also keep in mind about the time limit too. This might be a little close to... Yeah, got it! I kind of forgot about the minigames time limit for a second. That's why I was being a little slow at first. That was right on Rampage we just did with DK. So once we take care of both challenges of a certain cog's room, that part of the Blast-O-Matic will deactivate and it will reveal the next pad we have to use and which cog we have to use by virtue of that. And here we get a banana medal free of charge. No bananas that need to be collected or any other circumstance that will take us a certain amount of time or any length of time to access a banana medal. Once you get that, then that's your reward for completing a part of that Blast-O-Matic room. At least that's where the energy source is. So the second one we need is Chunky by way of that music pad up here, which was his triangle. Triangle travel our way over there. The banana medals were planned to be collectibles at some point in the whole game, not just for Hideout Helm. Instead, they were tied to just collecting bananas to be obtained for the longest time, except they changed it up for this level like we just saw. Your character wouldn't dance if they were stuck to just be like regular collectibles otherwise. However, they do dance once we do get them in the helm, so they will really change a lot in the final product. But this one Chunky just finally hit a Kremling and bash him. To do that, we gotta change into Hunky Chunky mode. Watch out for the power pylons, otherwise you'll fail. bash all the mystery crates until you find the crab leg. Might be the last one over there. No, it's not. Well, it might be this one. 3 seconds left. Yeah, got him just in time. I thought it would be like after the third one I got randomly. I was predicting that. That was hide and smash we just did with Chunky. And this other one, this one might be a little tougher actually. This is called stand and sniper. Or just stand and snipe. Actually, it's just stand and snipe. Stand on the podium. Use the sniper scope to shoot out the baddies. Actually, a good thing I just got some homing ammo recently too, so I can kind of cheat this minigame without having to worry about it. Otherwise, you have to rely on the regular homing ammo to get through that. If you try to go near the electric energy when you didn't turn it off, that's gonna hurt you obviously. So don't go near it until you completely shut off that power source, and then you can get the banana medal. I don't think collecting the medal will affect the progress of shutting down the Blast-O-Matic. I'm pretty sure that's just like a tangible reward you can easily ignore if you want to. Not too certain about that. That's what I'm willing to predict. I always collect them just for the sake of collecting it, because you know me by now. I'm a collector when it comes to platforming games like this. I'm not gonna leave any trinket behind. That would just not be in my nature. Yeah. Very jazzy, but deadly to the enemy is Tiny's instrument. Don't need any of those. I'm already filled up on oranges. Not like I really use it that much. So this one is called Ponytail Path. Jump through 3 stars without touching the ground and hit the switch. Very easy. You just gotta worry about... I say easy and I failed the first gap. Man, I should really stop jinxing myself like that. That just always happens when you're recording videos for Let's Plays. Yeah, I know. Jump through the stars without touching the ground. Because apparently the floor is lava in this particular minigame. Thankfully the camera automatically pans for you when you do land on a crate. So all you have to do is just worry about hovering to the other side. And just press on the switch. Next one's probably not going to be as simple. You jump into that oil drum. This is called Fungus Flight. Come on, Tiny, use the mushrooms to lead through the stars. So same deal as before. We have to use our ponytail twirl to hover through stars. This time they're just elevated off the ground. We have to use the mushrooms to get to them. Not that challenging at all. And just like that, that's Tiny's room complete for the Blast-O-Matic. We already have half of the room taken down with 35 minutes to spare. At this rate, we'll definitely complete whatever we can do to shut down the Blast-O-Matic before time runs out. So we'll head on back and switch up to Lanky next. I know Diddy's is at the highest point of this entire mini lobby, so to speak. We'll have to use this rocket rail to get to his room. Lanky's is very simple. Hop up the stairs over here. And we'll head on over here. And use his instrument to open the door that leads to his challenges. I like how the oil drums are just actually reskinned barrels for this level. They still break apart like regular barrels would if we were doing like the training portion way back at the beginning of our quest. Just reusing assets is what I'm trying to say. This one for Licky, hit the switch, hit it in the maze, then reach the finish line with our Oregastan sprint. Only 25 seconds to spare. I already wasted like 5 of those seconds just trying to get into the stupid barrel. Not sure where the... Oh, there's the switch. I was gonna say not sure where the switch is. Gotta head for the finish line now, which might be on the other side. Yeah, that was actually really simple. I thought it'd be a little more complicated than that. That was Lightspeed Labyrinth, fittingly so. Just want to show what happens if you did touch the light source. the energy source, so to speak. I'm not gonna lose that much health though. This one's called Zinger Zapper. Blast the zingers! All there is to it. I've got some ammunition left over from my homing batch I collected outside. I think these are the Mega Zingers we're facing off actually, so I really gotta be careful about where I shoot, as well as take down all these guys in fast fashion. I already used up most of all of my homing ammo I got outside, so I gotta be really quick about this. Yeah, got him! Figured that last guy I shot was weakened by the homing ammo I used earlier. That's the other barrel taken out, so not the oil drum. They just look like oil drums, but they're actually barrels. Maybe Kerry will kill down some of the barrels too, just to stick it to us. Probably out of spite. If so, that was a huge waste of time that he did using his resources to just reskin some barrels. It really just goes to show just how far Kerry's hate for the Kongs really go. He's willing to reskin some of their own material into something of his liking. It's really picky that way. And now for Diddy, like I mentioned before, only way to get to his door is with the rocket barrel, which is all the way over here. Get to use my favorite instrument, Guitar Gazapa, because it's got the best tune, at least in my opinion. That opens his door. The first we'll go to will be on the left. You go to any order of these oil drums. Don't stick to my order. Bash the crab link that activated the switch, then press it. So a little bit of hide and seek, so to speak. And these guys are actually running away from us. Oh, that's the one. I got the first shot. Nice. I was not expecting that to happen. That was just a pick and choose moment. I just got really lucky. Well, how about that? That was called Search and Slam. And the next one, the final minigame we have to do with this Blast-O-Matic stuff, it's called Sky Sniper. Take to the air and shoot 4 switches and get a surprise. With only half an hour to spare too. We got 50 seconds I think on this minigame. This is very easy if you remember to hold down Z to use the air brake. And then press forward once you are finished pressing down the switch with your pop guns. Line them up perfectly. And this last minigame is very easy to do. Already got all them down. I'll fly my way over there just to be a little fancy. Aw, I wanted to land on the switch. Oh, I had to pound down anyway, so what's good? Be taken or pressed by just me stepping on it. Oh well. It was still a little fancy, so I'm gonna take it. In any case though, we turned off the Blast-O-Matic. So we definitely neutralized whatever Cable had in mind for using his artillery. And with that, another K-Rool face door opens up as you collect the final banana medal of the game. Doesn't really do anything for us besides bragging rights at this point, but it's nice to know that we did collect all of the banana medals that this game had to offer. But there's still one piece of business we can take care of in here. Once you shut off the Blast-O-Matic, the timer that was ticking down does stop as well. So you can just stay here for as long as you want and pace yourself at your heart's content. On the top of the Blast-O-Matic, for some reason, is the final arena pad. Not sure why K will place it here, but we'll accept the challenge nonetheless. This is Shockwave Showdown. And at a whopping 90 seconds, we had to endure all the baddies, probably the best that K-Rool's army has to offer. Unlike it in the Hideout Helm though, we actually have a limited amount of crystal coconuts to use. So be sure to conserve those if you're planning to take on this final arena challenge. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Having 2 of these guys is not gonna be very easy. Double shockwaves can really mess with you if you're not in a reasonable distance away from these guys. Like I've demonstrated before though, it doesn't matter how many of these baddies you take out, it's just surviving is the name of the game. So if you gotta use something to delay these guys from attacking you, then by all means use them. That's why we got a hefty timer working against us this time around. Only almost half a minute left to go. Just keep running around. This is basically the same strategy we've been using all game when it comes to these arena challenges, to stall for time as much as you can. And thankfully I got a hefty amount of coconut seeds for once. Oh, they're trying to wrap things up now. 3 splats to worry about. In like the last 20-ish seconds of this arena battle. Right in the final stretch, they try to make things a little more hazardous. It's not gonna matter though. That's the last battle crown. Just delay the enemies from attacking you, and you'll get that last battle crown just like all the rest. And that is the last one we can collect in the game too. So now we collected all of the arena pads and their battle crowns that go with them. I think I'll switch to DK since he is the leader of the crew. It only makes sense that he goes investigate what's next, waiting up for the rest of the Kongs, or rest of K-Rool for that matter. I think it's right up there. That's where the last stairway should take us. And yes, it does. But we'll save this for next time. I was actually not expecting to get all this done in one go. I was really expecting to have to chop this up into like 2 separate episodes at least. But since we did take out the Blast-O-Matic, we'll save what lies ahead for the next episode. But that begs the question, what happens when the time runs out? Well, you do get a short cutscene on the failing outcome. Heck, you can even see this at any time if you quit the game. Which, if you're playing this on the N64, you probably saw this a few times, even though the game autosaves after every banana you collect. And to think, in some non-canon alternate universe, K-Rool actually destroys the island. I guess all he needed to develop his killer instinct was the passage of time.